This is Jackie, and I'm here with Moonbeau at day 2 at Cincinnati's Bunbury Festival. How y'all taking in the sun today? You're a little warm, but we're in the AC now, so we're good, right?
Yeah, it's very hot out.
Yeah, feeling good though. Yeah, it's been a good day so far.
And you guys are from the area. What is your favorite live music venue to either play or to attend a show at?
I like Woodward Theater a lot. It's just right down in OTR, just downtown. That's probably my favorite venue.
Yeah, and right across the street they have Motor Pub, so we're big Over the Rhine fans.
Yeah, we got Dan McCabe. He owns both of those. He's a great guy.
End of June, you're going to release your debut album. Very exciting. What's the title?
It's actually self-titled, so it's just going to be called Moonbeau.
There we go. Well, that's easy to remember. Where or how will you celebrate your album release? I hear there's a party involved, which is always a good way to celebrate.
So speaking of Woodward Theater, we're going to have our album release on June 29th. It's mainly just a physical release, so it's going to be like a local thing, and then it's going to come out online later on in the summer. We're not sure of a specific date yet, but it's sort of like, hey, the album's still coming out kind of thing, and we have it, so you can buy it, but it's not officially going to be out. You know.
Yeah, and we're doing like a VIP party beforehand, so we're gonna have some catering and just like a fun time. Yeah, all local stuff, so it should be fun.
So 2018 is a very interesting time for music. Music streaming is so ubiquitous. What sort of role do you see music streaming having as you're thinking about releasing a physical album? Sorry, I did ask a tough one.
I don't know
We stream our music on Spotify, so we think that it's a good method for bands that are just starting out. It's a good way for people to get to know a band, and I think that there's positive benefits for larger bands too. It's just a way for everyone to be able to access music, which it should be accessible to all people. So.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what to add to that.
There we go. Well, so speaking of, yeah, we agree. So speaking of the new music, what influences songwriting on your album?
A lot of 80s pop stuff, like New Order and Flock of Seagulls, The Human League. I like all of that stuff, like synth pop, early synth pop stuff.
That's a good era that I think got ripped on kind of badly for a while. And you're like, oh, you know what? That was actually really pretty good. And I think a lot of what you hear in EDM kind of harkens back to that era. So don't knock it until you've heard it. So how were your songs born? Does it start with a song lyric, a riff, a beat, something in between, or does it vary?
It just depends on the song. I usually write lyrics last. That's the very last thing I do. I usually will make a track. I use my computer for usually the demos. So I just do the drums and then I come up with a bass thing and then melodies and then I do vocals last. It just depends. I have so much music I've made that's never been released, so I kind of just do it a lot. So I don't really know the specific way of doing it. You know?
But that's what works for you.
Yeah, definitely.
We were speaking about 80s music before. Back in the 80s, well, yeah, I think that's fair to say 80s as well as 90s. There was a channel that you tuned to play music videos, and we don't have that anymore, really. What role do you see music videos having? Is it something that you would still consider, or is it something that if you can, it's a thought like maybe later?
I think the music videos, there was definitely a gap between like MTV and then like just recently with Single Ladies. Like that was like kind of like the big bring back to music videos. And that's Beyonce, by the way, not our song.
Have you heard of Beyonce?
And like, I feel like it's just nice to have something that pairs with the music, a visual aid that you can be like, I like their music, but I kind of want to see what they think, how they think visually, like kind of their aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like an extension of the art form, which is really cool to do. Sometimes really expensive to do. So as a band just starting out, it's not the easiest thing for us to just take on like in the way that we'd want to, but hopefully we'll be able to get some DIY something together eventually.
we're kind of like talking to people when we don't have a big budget for a video, so it's like kind of difficult to find someone that wants to do it for practically nothing. So
do you make videos?
Yeah, do you make videos?
For the experience. That's what you do it for, right?
Exposure, yeah.
No.
I think everyone at some time or another, you're like, all right, that's what I got to do for a while. So what's up next for you guys after Bunbury?
We're playing June 8th at Fountain Square in downtown Cincinnati with the band Floor. And then June 29th, the album release.
And then we have some like Columbus dates that are planned, and hopefully we can...
What's the date on that?
We are playing in Columbus on July 21st. And then we're also playing Columbus on June 9th. So hopefully trying to get out of Ohio a little bit more too in the future.
Well, stay tuned for much more from Moonbeau. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.
Thank